Hey, this is Michael Granados from Viral Home-Based Pursuits. And in this video, I'm going to go over how you can start a blog and get paid for it with 10 ways of doing it. And one thing before I even go into it, what you need to engrave up here into your brain if you want to go the distance with it. Okay, so if this is the first time that you've been watching me, I come out with videos on how you can monetize a blog, how to start a successful one, how to earn money with affiliate marketing, which is one of my strategies, my vehicle that I use in conjunction with my blog to do it. And I'll go more further in depth on that here as one of the ways to monetize. So make sure you subscribe. I always come out with more information. And in fact, I actually started my own health and wellness site business a while ago, my blog, and was able to have that consistently earn income. You know, I was able to talk about how I was able to go from $0 to $4,000 every single month, and how I was able to scale further on those numbers. And I also have videos on that down below in the description, and how I'm monetizing my blog and how I've evolved since then. Okay, so make sure you do that first. Now let's go ahead. Let's not waste any more time. Let me go ahead and get into this. And let me talk about the number one thing that you need if you want to start a blog and get paid for it, right? When we think about getting paid for something, what do we think about? We're so stuck to the employee mindset. And that's probably where you're at right now, and that's okay. I was there a while ago. I know the feeling. But when you transition into the internet world with a blog or other means of income, you know, some of them are much faster, only because it's only a short-term gain. You're only getting something like, hey, how can you make money with a survey? Here you go. Here's your pennies. But unlike a blog where you can actually scale this and make good money doing it, you have to treat this like a business. Do not think about doing it like a fast way of earning income. If you do that, you're going to quickly realize that's the fastest way of realizing how you're going to fail. And then you're going to go and transition to the next thing. You're going to go maybe on YouTube, or you're going to try something else. And you're going to say, oh, I failed at this. And you're going to be like those people who do network marketing and write a review and say, oh, it didn't work. It's a scam. You guys got to be in it for the long term. Okay, I'm trying to prepare you for that. I also have more information in the description too. And I have a course also where I talk about building your mindset with a blog, like I've been able to do over the time. I've been able to do this long term, right? You want to be able to do this maybe from home, where you don't have to go to your 9-to-5 job, escape the rat race. If you're a student, it doesn't matter. You know, I wasn't built with these skills. I didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to blog. You know, I kind of came from a point where I was in pain, and I was trying to get to a point where I wanted to get away from it, and I wanted something different, you know, being undervalued at my job, at my 9-to-5 job, where I wasn't getting paid well enough, you know, making minimum wage, where I should have been making over $20, $30 an hour. It was a steal. I didn't get the promotion that I wanted, but I stuck in it because I needed more stability and for my own reasons. 3+ years of school went down the drain, that I'd have to go back. It was just chaos. So you know, luckily I spoke with a friend of mine, talked to me about how I can monetize, make money online. And you know, he told me about this one thing that I'll go into. So let's go into it now. One of the ways you can monetize a blog, okay, you can start up a blog, and, you know, when you're putting up content, you know, you might not get that traffic right away or people buying the things you want them to do or take action on, but you can start with a Google AdSense account. Google AdSense is going to be able to place these relevant ads on your websites that are congruent to your blog, right? When you have a blog, you don't want to speak to everybody and everybody. You want to speak to a specific group of people. And I have another video that I made down below, how to start a successful blog that can make you money from it. You know, one of the ways you do this is by speaking to a specific group of people, not everybody. So for example, you have a market, health and wellness, sub-market might be back pain, and then your market right here will be lower back pain for people trying to get back to the workforce. Right after your market researching, and you're going to see that, then that's where you want to go. And I also have a video, so make sure you look at that. That goes more in detail as well. So Google AdSense, you can monetize different ads on your site. You know, they can be placed at the very top of the header, the footer, the widgets, the in content, different pages and posts, etc. And, you know, when people click, you can get, you know, maybe a couple dollars off of some of them, maybe some pennies off of them, but it's money coming in while you're waiting for your blogs to rank on Google, which is what the point of it you want to do, is also start a blog that is not a hobby blog, one that you can rank on the first page of Google, which is always my goal when I'm always producing another one, is to have it, did the research on it, did my keywords, what people are typing into Google. People have problems, and you want to be the bridge. You want to be able to be that solution in your audience, to your audience, and for them to trust you, to build a relationship. Google AdSense, you can put these ads, monetize, and this is stuff that you'll get. I also have more information in the description how you can do that. Banner ads, right? Okay, this is a little bit different than Google AdSense. This I can control a bit more in a way that, I have different networks like Max Bounty and all these other ones, which you'll probably become more fluent with over time and I'll help you with, where, I can join maybe a network where they have all these like banners, and I can grab a banner and put them on my site in different areas, right? And then when people click, they can go over and purchase a product. Or I can do this with running PPC, which is Google Ads, and I can run banner ads, or I can do display ads and see how I can leave those on different sites. But that's a whole nother concept. Number 3, my favorite one here, and this is the one that I recommend, and I'll have more information about how to do this down below and how to get started and how you can make a living with your blogging and just a living with it in general, because I've gone from blogging to funnels and different routes, and I speak about this in one of my courses. That's for free. Affiliate marketing is basically where you have your audience, your dream customer here, and then you have the offer that it's going to solve their pain, their solution. It could be your, a content that you have on your site. Take that action to go over to buy a product. So they come over, they land on your blog, they press on a affiliate link, and then that affiliate link, and then they're going to be taken over to a merchant where then they make a purchase and you make a commission for that. Every single merchant has a different commission percentage. It can be recurring. It can be a one-time payment. 2 to 10%, I think, is what Amazon has. And then you can go forward with that. Amazon is a great place to start to monetize your blog. That's a very good beginner place to go for. That's where I began my journey, and I'll have more information on that down below. I have articles on how you can start affiliate marketing with Amazon. I go so in detail with this, guys. It's probably one of the best ones you're going to see out there. There's a lot of garbage on how to start these things. People just want to make money off of you. I'm not there for that. I actually give you step-by-step instructions on how to do this. Email marketing, okay? Number 4, email marketing with a blog. So, when people land on a blog, have you ever gone and seen when you go into one and you land there and then they ask for your email, pop-up comes up, or there's little places strategically sprinkled in, maybe between the content or on the side, on the top, bottom, whichever. And it's like, here, I'll give you this free guide if you give me your email, right? So that's attractive, right? They know their audience, and that's what you want to get to, is you want to know your audience so you can ask for that email. In exchange, you give them the free lead magnet, what it's called. And these are, you can find these anywhere. PLRs are what they're called. You can get them made for you. And you can use some that are already out there. Come up with your own at a point. It's going to be awesome. I come up with my own now. And so you give this in exchange for their email, and I can follow up with them on email. Automate the process. I do everything with automation. I focus on automation with my business. I don't focus on just being always there. Try to take yourself away from it as much as possible, but at the beginning, it won't be like that. At the beginning, you're going to be on your blog over and over, and then maybe you'll want to outsource it, but that comes down the line. You want to be remained as that attractive character in your company. Don't take yourself away from like the video, or take yourself away from the blog as much. Be relevant so people can hear your voice, not somebody else who you hired. Email marketing, then you're following up with them, and then you're sending them emails. Press on this button, take you over to Amazon, share, sell, whatever network you're on, affiliate network, and they can make a purchase on that product, or bring them back to your articles and go from there. Number 5, sell a course. This is one thing a lot of people get into, before they even start a blog, or when they start a blog, they know immediately to sell a course. You don't have to, but it's been one of the ways that you can quickly get in front of an audience and educate, inform, and help them out. It's better if it's in the video and written way of doing it, because that's how people make a connection. And I have my own videos on all this stuff as well, but that's a good way to do it while you're waiting for your blog post to rank. It's not bad to go into to put a course out there. And I have more information on how you can get started with a course in my number 1 recommended program for all these things. But it might be an upfront cost, but it'll be well worth it. But you don't have to do it at the very beginning if you don't want to. Focus on the blog is what I would do. Focus on your content. Don't go away from that and maybe go into a course. Sell ebooks. Okay, start a blog and you can start selling ebooks. Start sprinkling these, these affiliate links where you take them over to Amazon and they can purchase a product. One of the ones that I've been able to use a lot of is Rich Dad Poor Dad. One of the best books. I recommend you read this. Changed my life. Wish I would have read it earlier before I started any of this. Helps you with personal finances and helps you understand the mindset of somebody who was thinking rich versus a poor dad who was very educated but was more closed-minded about things, was never taught about finances. So that poor mindset, how it keeps you down. It's one of the many books I read, one that I recommend as well. Number 7, you can sell digital products. This is one of the things that I do and I leverage with my blog. I have a couple of them. And what I do is I use digital products because, people can download them right away. They don't have to wait for it to come in. Although physical things have more perceived value because you can actually hold them and attain them. But if you know how to present digital products in a way and pre-frame people to want that, then you can help them out. There's so many of them online you can go for. Things like on ClickBank, and all these other ones, right? Digital product related places. Sell coaching services. Okay, I have sell coaching services here. This is one that I've been able to do for some time, and just coaching or consulting, and being able to offer that later on can be something you do with your blog, right? Your blog can serve as a marketing channel, and then your successful business, if you start going up further, as I've done, is sell coaching services, help people out in that industry over the time that you gain your authority and your respect. Another one is I put here, it's called share funnels. So I have a recurring monthly software service where I earn, get referrals and I get monthly payments from these people. And, I share these funnels, which, they click it and within a click, they get it uploaded into their own account and they become a member if they were not already. And I can get paid out a commission percentage on that. So that's one way of doing it, but that's later on, once you start understanding your audience and once you start expanding, we'll start going more into that. You can sell your core, your blog. You can make a blog, and this is way further down the line, but Fiverr or other places where you can, list your blog for a certain price, people can purchase it. I'm very attached to mine, so I don't go about doing things like that, especially nowadays when, there might be more competition somehow. So it's like, you don't always get that leeway to create as many sites as you want to throw them out there. And then I have lastly here, you can sell membership sites. You can start something like, for example, in the health space and then charge people on a monthly retainer of doing something. You just got to understand your market. You got to understand the products. I've gone away from this. Instead, I've chosen the course route. Membership sites, you never know. Sometimes it's like you might lose somebody, then you got to replace them, and then it's not thriving in this area. There's some limitations to that. So those were the 10 ways, plus the one at the very beginning I gave you, which was to use your business mindset to start a successful blog and also to get paid for it. Okay, and then I've gone over all the tips here, how to do it, how to monetize your blog, my recommendations with affiliate marketing. There'll be more information on that down below, and I also have more videos on this, how you can start a successful blog and get paid for it. But if anything that you took away is make sure you get yourself here, right? I want to get you into that mindset. This is long-term and it's going to really pay off. Okay, so make sure you leave me a comment down below if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to ask me, and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as I can.